Hello everyone and welcome to the third and final part of the Data Analysis for Beginners using Google Sheets. In this video, we will turn all that data into something we can actually see and understand at a glance. This is where visualizing comes in, all of those insights really coming to life through pivot tables and charts. You will learn about pivot tables and how it simplifies summary statistics. We will put each chart on its own dedicated sheet for a super organized report. A pivot table is our go-to tool for categorizing and summarizing our raw data. We use them whenever we need to group information, to get a count, an average, or a total, and then we'll create a chart that tells a story about it. Let's create our first chart to visualize which countries have contributed the most breeds to the breed list. The first step is to use a pivot table to count the breeds from each country, and then visualize it with a pie chart. From the raw data sheet, make sure to click anywhere inside your data, then go to Insert, Pivot Table, in the dialog, choose New Sheet, and click Create. Let's rename this sheet to Breeds by Country. On the right side of the sheet, we have to select the columns that will make up the pie chart. For rows, click Add and select Country of Origin, and for values, click Add and select Breed Name. What we are doing here is trying to count breeds by country. So, rows creates a row for each unique country, which will become a separate slice in our pie chart. And values is the count of breeds for each country. But here is a very crucial part of the grouping, the Summarize by option. You need to select what option is suitable for the statistics. For the pie chart, it's the counter, to count the number of breed names that fall into each country's row. With our summary table ready and pivot table still selected, go to Insert, Chart. Under Chart Type, select Pie Chart. Here, we have our chart visualization, where each country's count is represented by a proportional slice for a pie. To customize the chart, we give it a clear title, Distribution of Dog Breeds by Country of Origin. Under the pie chart options, we add percentage as data labels and set the legend to the top for a cleaner look. You can choose the side that works for you. Next, let's see if a breeds group has an impact on its average lifespan. This time, we'll use a vertical bar chart, also known as the column chart, which is an excellent choice for comparing values across different categories. Bar charts are better than pie charts in this scenario because their varying bar lengths make direct comparisons between many breed groups much easier to see. We go back to the raw data sheet again, click anywhere in the data, and go to Insert, Pivot Table. Make sure to select New Sheet, then Create. Let's rename this new sheet to Lifespan by Group. Our categories are the breed groups. So for rows, we'll click Add and select Breed Group. This creates the labels for our chart's axis. We want to measure the average lifespan, so for values, we'll click Add and select Average Lifespan, Years. And for the Summarize by option, we will choose Average. This is essential as summing the lifespans wouldn't tell us anything useful for what we want to achieve, but averaging them gives us the typical lifespan for each group. Now the chart. Go to Insert, Chart Type, select Column Chart. This visualizes the average lifespan for each group as a bar, making their lengths easy to compare. Let's title the chart Average Lifespan by Dog Breed Group. Label your axis, Breed Group for the horizontal, and Average Lifespan, Years, for the vertical. Add data labels to show the exact average values on each bar. For our third chart, we'll explore the relationship between a dog's height and its weight. The perfect tool for this is a scatter plot, as it helps us see if there's a correlation between two numerical variables. By plotting each breed as a single dot, we can visually determine if taller breeds are also heavier. Go back to the raw data sheet. We're not summarizing with a pivot table here. We want to see every single data point, so we'll select our raw data directly. Select column D, average height, and column E, average weight. Remember to hold down the Ctrl key, or CMD on Mac, to select both columns at the same time. Go to Insert, Chart. Under Chart Type, select Scatter Chart. This chart's axes are defined by the two columns we selected. Title the chart, Dog Breed Height versus Weight. Label your axis, average height, cm, for the horizontal, and average weight, kg, for the vertical. For a deeper insight, under Series, you can add a trend line to visualize the positive correlation. You can also add custom data labels to see which breed is which. Select Data Labels, and then choose column A, Breed Name, from your raw data sheet as the label source. This is super helpful for seeing which dot belongs to which breed. For our last chart, you will visualize the distribution of our lifespan data, which we discussed earlier with standard deviation. A histogram is the ideal chart type for this, as it shows us the frequency of a variable within different ranges or bins. Think of it like sorting our dog breeds into buckets based on their lifespan, and the height of each bar tells us how many breeds fell into that specific bucket. Go back to the raw data sheet. We only need one column for this. Select column F, average lifespan. Go to Insert, Chart. Under Chart Type, select Histogram Chart. This chart's horizontal axis is automatically defined by the data ranges in the lifespan column, while the vertical axis shows the count of breeds in each range. Title it, Distribution of Dog Breed Lifespans. Label the axes, average lifespan, years, for the horizontal, and number of breeds for the vertical. You can also customize the bin size to change how the data is grouped. Let's stick with the default for now as it looks good. Now we can see the frequency of average lifespan across different ranges. It automatically sorts the data into bins, for example, 8 to 9 years, 9 to 10 years, and counts the number of breeds in each bin. A pivot table is not necessary because the histogram chart handles the aggregation. If you got to this part of the video, you should be very comfortable creating meaningful charts to derive meaning from data using Google Sheets. Thank you for staying to the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next one.